Welcome back to Cards and Comics, guys. Today I have a product review. I'm always looking for ways to display, store, change how my cards look. I've gone through multiple types of holders, stands. I'm always, looking for the best of the best to try to figure out how to make my cards look cool. You do a lot of investment. You do a lot of, collecting. You want to show off what you have the best way possible. And this was an interesting product. Now, if you go on Instagram, you see this advertised everywhere. It's the All Touch. They call it Total Magnetic Security. And it is, 5 of these cases, and they call them All Touch instead of One Touch. And you will see that when I open it up. But this has a really interesting twist to it. So they made the holders themselves collectible. So you've got, there's one card in each box, which I don't know what the cards are, but it says also for colored and numbered variants in the 1 of 1 gold case. And so if you go in the back, you can see what this actually looks like. And they call it All Touch. Is you've got the 4 magnets in the corners. So they're not like One Touches, which again are like this, which has, the one magnet at the top. This has got the 4 magnets. So the holder, I'm assuming, is bigger. It's more in the realm of maybe like the old screw downs in terms of size. So, but then you look at the odds here on the parallels, and you get black 1 in 268, gold 1 in 4,000, orange 1 in 800, red 1 in 4,000, then solid gold 1 in 100,000. And then the cards that are inside, there's redemptions, rookie cards, and prospects. I don't know what's going on. This product has got a lot of stuff going on. AllTouchCase.com. I got a few raw cards here. I want to put in holders to see how it works and what they look like when I get them in a holder. And I got some cool cards. I got a Barry Sanders refractor. Actually, I have multiple copies of that card, so already graded. So I'm going to put some cards just up in a holder. And then I've got some other cool cards I picked up. I want to put in display here. So I got those laid out there. And we'll get right to it. So I'll open this thing up. It's a lot going on. I mean, you got short printed holders. You got pack cards. You got a new type of holder, All Touch versus One Touch. So this is a very interesting product. Now, price point. I think this product was around $25, so like $5 a holder is I think what it came out to be. So it's not the cheapest of all the kind of One Touches. So here is what I'm opening here. There's something right here. I'll open this so that each of these are in an individual, almost like opening a pack on its own. Here is the empty box. So that part's done, nothing else inside. All right, so I guess it's like opening a pack of cards here. I don't know if they give you a tear strip or not. Just go. Okay, so first one I opened, there's just a holder. This, I don't know, this feels a little excessive. I know they're trying to do something cool, and they have their own wrapping. So just like there are holders out there. In fact, I'm looking at here right now, there is some other holders out there that have the wrapping so you don't damage the holder. So there it is. It's very crystal clear. So from right off the bat, I'm looking at it. I like the holder and the feel. It looks cool. I'm going to open it up here. You got the notch so you can open up. It's a very strong magnet. So you've got the notches here, right there, that slip inside just like standard holder. So when you put it back together, you're going to line the notches and slip it down. Recess wise, this will probably, looks like it fits up to maybe 55 point cards. I'd say, 55 to maybe 70 type point cards, 70, 80. But, I think it's definitely, obviously, if you want to do your thicker holders, this one won't work. I don't know if they've got, I didn't see another option for a thicker holder, but, I'm sure it'll eventually happen. Pack number 2. Okay, just a normal pack, normal holder. So I do like, it is a hefty holder. It's definitely weighs more. And so if you really wanted to display a card, on its own, this is definitely going to look nicer. Now, at the National, I did see the Zion cases got holders out there now too. And then I didn't see this. There is actually a magnet here in the middle. So you got a lot of magnets here. They displayed their new holder. That looks more like a PSA case holder. So I think it looks pretty cool. It's got a place to put a label. So again, it's kind of like a do-it-yourself graded card, one touch. So there's a place for all this, right? But it's really about what you think is aesthetically pleasing and how much money you want to spend on holders, right? Can't, like $5, $10 a holder. We're going to get to a point to when the holder, like the holders will be like just as expensive as the cards, in some instances. And I'm not sure, like, for example, like the 101 gold, solid gold or whatever it is, holder, is that really going to make, like, you're going to fit your Jordan or your something huge in it. You gotta remember, like, these aren't, for graded cards, so it's going to be interesting to see what card someone will put in raw into a solid gold holder. So I'm going through my 4th of 5 holders here. Having a tough time getting them out. There we go. So no card and no insert, so getting kind of skunked. They must have not realized how big of an influencer I am. Or they didn't give me a loaded box, so I'm just getting normal holders. Here you go, number 4. Oh, let me get all the plastic off. So that is a challenge to get the plastic off. There you go. All right, so again, they are really nicely, they feel solid. They feel like something that is definitely hefty. So here's the one with the card in it, and it's Jackson Churio. It's a Bowman's Best card. It's kind of what I thought. So here's a card that's in the holder. It has a different plastic wrap as well, so it doesn't have just and I'm wondering, like, what, so there's the bag, and here is the holder with the card in it. So it's a Jackson Churio. It's a Bowman's Best. It is really not numbered. It's just a card. Pretty sure if I looked up, this is probably like a couple dollars, maybe a $2 or $3 card max. So it's I kind of view it as a bonus. You're paying for the holders, and if you get a cool card, it's probably a bonus. So let's put something that I wanted to put in there. Here is an Under Pressure Peyton Manning, and these are 1 in 96 packs, so they're really cool. They're out of Fleer Tradition 99. They are embossed and die cut and shiny. So again, 1 in 96 packs. So let's see what it looks like inside one of these cases. The all touch case. Here we go. So first card in, and we got a little bit of something on the back here. So first card in, card fits. So again, this is a very thin card, so it's got a little room. Put, goes like this. And there we go. First card in. Here's the back. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, you know, and again, I got a display back here. You know, it looks good standing up. It definitely comparatively, so here's a one touch. Here's the size comparison to a kind of a, this is kind of a bigger one touch. Here's a, say a normal size one touch. Okay. So there's your size comparison. It's probably about a little bit less. It's around half an inch taller in size. Width-wise, it's width-wise it is probably maybe an eighth of an inch wider max. So bag-wise, I'm not sure what bag you would want if you want to bag these cards up to prevent scratching. I don't know what bag size you would use. It'd be cool if they sold bags. Maybe they do. I just not aware of it. Sorry, I dropped some holders here. Like here's a bag, just a random bag I have. You know, that's designed for, I think it's a team bag. So would a team bag fit? Yeah, it would. So like here's a team bag and fits okay. It's a little too tall. There you go. So that kind of works. So if you want to put them in kind of a normal team bag, I think that would work. Or yeah, team bag or the Ultra Pro graded card holder. I think that would work as well. Here is a perfect fit PSA holder. Again, that's a little tall. It's a little more clear. So how does the perfect fit PSA holder fit? Let's see here. Yeah, it's not too bad. You got the PSA logo on it. That's kind of, maybe you don't like that, but I mean, yeah, you got to fold it down a little bit, but here's what it would look like. So I think, you know, you could do it with that. So any graded card holder probably would fit. You just have to have that excessive fold over if you don't, you know, if you're okay with that. So yeah, there you go, card number one. So overall, you know, so far, I don't see a lot of negative or downside. It's just a bigger thing. Here is a, yeah, we'll do this one. Here is a Ultimate Victory parallel numbered out of 100 Todd Helton. So these are cool. You can see it number 73 out of 100. And we will put him in this case here. Get rid of the one touch. And we'll see what he looks like in this holder. So again, this is a little bit of a thinner card. So yep, I mean it works. I mean, it's just basically a one touch on steroids. I guess all the magnets are really designed to keep it, you know, it will never open. But you can just see it's very clear. So really, you know, this is for the collector that wants, you know, their cards to, you know, really stand out and look like they're special, right? You know, everyone wants special cards. They've got something they're really proud of. This kind of holder, and again, you know, that $5 a holder thing. You know, you can get Ultra Pro holders like the regular one touches, I think, on sale. You know, sometimes I've been getting them like, you know, around like $1 to $2 a piece, you know, depending on the holder. So, you know, like 25 for $25. Here is the Sanders refractor. So here's what a refractor looks like in the holder. Yeah, it's clean, it's simple. I think it looks elegant, honestly. I don't really see, I'm trying to find a downside to it other than just it's a little more expensive. It's bigger, so it's a little more bulky, but I'm kind of struggling to see, like, okay, well, why would you not want to use this holder? Well, obviously it's going to fit in your box a little differently. It probably won't fit in a regular shoebox. You'll probably need the graded card shoebox to probably put these kind of holders in. Because it'll pop out the top of something like the regular a shoebox. So for me, that's not a problem because I got a ton of PSA shoeboxes floating around, and so that would be easy for me to do. But I could see if someone who only collects raw cards and doesn't have like those kind of things, like a graded, shoe boxes or things like that, they might be annoyed. So I can see that. Here is another card. Same as the Hilton. So I had, two of these out of 100. They will both look really nice in that holder. Now, as far as like sticking together, they definitely stick together. So, and they kind of stick together sideways a little bit, but you can see it's repelling a little bit. As the polarity is different on those magnets. So yeah, and then here is the last card I'm gonna put in as so I'll take this card out, and it's really just a basic card for Griffey. It's a redemption. The Extreme Stadium Club. I believe these are like 96 or 97, but it's the winner's card. So this is the redemption card you would send in to get the silver winner. So kind of cool to have it. And there you go. That's a very basic card. So I want to show off different kind of cards, see how they looked. The Peyton, got a lot of shine. You got the refractor. So there it is. Overall, so I was going to give it a rating. For me, I would rate it probably a 9. Because I don't mind the bigness. I don't mind it being bigger. I don't mind it because I have the tools. I've got the holders. I got the bags. I got all the stuff to be able to deal with a bigger holder and display. If I was just a raw collector and I didn't have any of that, I would give it probably a 6 or 7, unless they had their own boxes and bags you could buy. Would I convert all my raw cards or my high-end raw cards to this holder? I don't know. I need to really compare it to the Zion new holder to see if that is the gold standard for these. I mean, this is really nice. So I haven't found one that's better than this. This is probably the nicest magnetic holder I've ever looked at, touched, felt. But again, the size of it might throw people off. So again, I give it an 8 out of 10. If I was just a raw guy, it may be a 6 or 7, depending on how much that size affects your storage ability. Do you have to buy new boxes? So that's something to think about. Keep in mind. And again, the new holder from Zion Cases has, a place for labeling. When I saw it, I didn't actually like it too much because I want to label every card. So that's an additional step. And that space on the holder, if you don't do anything with it, kind of looks weird. So I still might lean towards this holder as being sort of like, if I have high-end raw cards, like, I have almost a full set of these Shining Star Pulsars that are in one touches. Maybe I need to put them in these because they're really cool inserts. They're full set. But overall, again, I would give it an 8 based on my collection and how I want to deal with the cards. It's a little annoying being a little bit bigger. I mean, there's no bags that fit it perfectly. So that I found yet that I have in my collection. So we have to do a little more research there. I got some things that would work. But in general, they do look really nice and they're very well made. Great clarity. I mean, this is tough, just bouncing it around here. The card doesn't move. The holder doesn't try to come open. If I threw it across the room, it might, it could pop open. I don't think it actually would. It's really, really strong. So there it is, guys. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I just did this review because I love looking at new stuff, and hopefully you enjoyed it and you can make some informed opinions if you're thinking about doing something like upgrading your One Touch game. It's a great product. I like it. But everyone's got their own taste, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time on Cards and Comics. Bye.